Latin for Beginners by Benjamin Douge, read by Evan Milner, page 10, part 2, Words and Forms, lesson 1, First Principles, Subject and Predicate. Latin, like English, expresses thoughts by using sentences. What is a sentence? A sentence is a combination of words that expresses a thought. In its simplest form, it's a statement of a single fact. Thus, Galba is a farmer, Galba est agricola, Galba est agricola. The sailor fights, nauta pugnat, nauta pugnat. In each of these sentences there are two parts, the subject, Galba, or nauta, the sailor, and the predicate is a farmer, est agricola, or fights, pugnat, nauta pugnat, Galba est agricola. The subject is that person, place or thing about which something is said and is therefore a noun, or a word that can serve as a noun, or it can be a phrase that serves as a subject as well. Pronouns, as their name implies, pro, instead of, and noun, often take the place of nouns, usually to save repeating the same noun over and over. Especially in later Latin. In earlier Latin, the noun would often be repeated. Galba is a farmer, he is a sturdy fellow. Rather than saying Galba is a farmer, Galba is a sturdy fellow. The predicate is that which is said about the subject, and it consists of a verb with or without modifiers. Now, a verb is a word that asserts something, it says something is some way, usually it's an act, or it could be a state as well. So the tree stands in the field, it's not doing anything, it's just there, it's a way of being. Concerning a person, a place or a thing. Page 13, paragraph 20. The object. In the two sentences, the boy hit the ball and the ball hit the boy. In English, the same words are used, but the meaning is different and depends on the order of the words. The doer of the act, that about which something is said, is, as we've seen above, the subject. That to which something is done is what's called the direct object of the verb. The boy hit the ball is therefore analyzed as subject, the boy, the one doing the hitting. Predicate, hit, that's the verb, the action, hit. And what was hit? The ball, which is the direct object. And hit the ball, as a complete section, is the predicate. A verb whose action passes over to the object directly, as in the sentence above, is called a transitive verb. It moves across to the action. Transit, it moves across. A verb which does not have a direct object is called intransitive. I walk, or he comes, example. Or neuter. What is known as the copula? The copula. The verb to be, in its different forms, are, is, was, etc., doesn't tell us anything about the subject, and it doesn't govern an object. It simply connects the subject with the word or words in the predicate that possess a distinct meaning. And so it's called the copula, that is the joiner or the link word. In the following sentences, listen to the Latin and then name or think about what is the noun, the verb, the subject, the object, the predicate, the copula. America est patria mea. America is my country. America est patria mea. Agricola filiam amat. The farmer, his daughter, loves. Agricola filiam amat. Filia est Julia. His daughter is Julia. Filia est Julia. Julia et Agricola sunt in insula. Julia and the farmer are on the island. Julia et Agricola sunt in insula. Julia aquam portat. Julia water carries. Julia aquam portat. Rosan in commis habet. A rose in her hair she has. Rosan in commis habet. Julia est puella pulchra. Julia is a pretty girl. Julia est puella pulchra. Domina filiam pulchram habet. The lady a daughter beautiful has. Domina filiam pulchram habet. You'll notice that in these sentences we often don't have many words that we would use in English, like the or his. Latin often misses them out. Latin has no way of saying the or a. So agricola means the farmer or a farmer or just farmer. And also the pronouns I, you, he and she are often not used, especially in literature, in colloquial Latin and in Latin plays like Terence and Plautus. You will find them used more freely. My, your, his, her are also not expressed usually unless the meaning of a sentence is very clear without them, but in conversational, more informal Latin you do find them, and in later Latin you find them much more often as well. And that's the end of lesson 1.